We hope you discover God's great grace, mercy, and peace. The Sweet Spot, an exclusive presentation of Faith Strong Today.
Simple obedience. Because if my dad hadn't did what his
That's
grandfather
right,
asked him,
absolutely.
I don't believe we'd be here today.
No.
I really don't. But through his obedience and honoring his dad, who had done nothing for him,
The Bible says, honor your
got
mother.
it. It don't
and your
matter.
father. Hello and welcome to the Sweet Spot.
Welcome.
Indeed, babe. It is a sweet spot here today.
Oh my
What do you
goodness,
say?
my goodness.
Man, I'm telling you. Okay, you guys don't understand because we're kind of like groupies right now. And
Right,
we're like huge
right.
fans.
So
and,
she's a groupie. She's a huge fan. But not me,
Okay, really?
because
Okay, really?
this was my you just agree.
Really?
Yeah, like
Come on now.
Yeah, so
Seriously.
But listen. You
Seriously.
don't understand. There's a different level, right?
okay, yeah,
Because
yeah, okay,
this
okay.
was
I'll let you
my very favorite group on
Okay,
the
so
planet.
you're just trying to take ownership right now?
he said that before.
Like,
He's
ownership?
told me that before.
Really?
I'm owning it. Yeah,
He's told me that before. So.
Okay,
Yes.
so needless to say, we're huge fans.
Okay, so we should probably get on and kind of
Okay.
tell the people what's happening
Maybe
today.
we should let them know who's here with us today.
Who's here? Yes.
Okay, so listen, Sweet Spot viewers, I'm so excited. We have in the studio with us today Mr. The very own, the very one and only, the Mr. Extraordinaire.
Carvin Winans! You're taking too long, baby. You're taking too long. Carvin Winans of the Winans
Yes,
is here
he's in the house. Yes,
today.
with us
Today I'm Carvin Clemens. I'm Carvin Clemens.
Yeah, part of the family.
Exactly.
We love it. We love
And I'm
it.
telling you, guys, listen, Mike and I, we're just excited because truly, he's not only a friend of ours, but we really are. We're huge fans of Carvin.
And what a pure
we
voice.
are just, we're excited
Just a tremendous talent.
that he
Thank
took
you,
some
guys.
time to
Yes.
come into the Sweet Spot. So, Carvin, welcome to
Thank
the
you.
Sweet Spot.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
My
I'm glad
goodness.
to be here. Glad to be here.
I don't know whether to
See, we're
ask you a
speechless.
question
We're
or just
speechless.
admire you.
No, you gonna ask me something.
Okay. Yes.
I've been knowing you too long for that.
Oh my God.
I'm glad to be here, though, really.
Yes.
It's
Well,
an honor.
we're really excited to have you here, and man, I'm speechless right now. So let's see, where should we start, babe? How do you want to start this?
I think we should start. I mean, this is the Sweet Spot.
It is the Sweet
And I
Spot.
think we maybe should. And you know, people aren't limited to one sweet spot,
That's
right?
right.
But if you could tell us, Carvin, what is your sweet spot?
I would say, Pinball, my sweet spot would be music.
Makes
Yes.
sense.
Music.
Makes sense.
Yes.
Writing, listening, recording. I'm so at home when I'm doing that kind of stuff.
You know, I'm extremely jealous of people who can sing and to hear you, like one of the iconic voices of gospel.
Yes.
Say I like writing and listening before you say singing.
Yeah. No, I love to sing,
yes.
but I think the writing part to me is when you write a song and then you see it come alive.
Right.
It's almost like I guess a husband and wife having a child.
Or giving birth.
You know,
Wow.
when you give birth to that, and then when you see
Yes.
that child grow up, it's just amazing the different stages. But songwriting is like that to me. It's like this is your child, and when you see it come alive and people
Right.
start to talk about it and fall in love with what God gave you to create, it's just I don't think it's anything like it.
All right.
And I love to sing, but the writing part is just to me the
Wow.
That's the sweet spot.
Yes,
Yeah,
well,
that's the sweet spot.
Wow.
Well, speaking of giving birth, Your parents gave birth to 10 kids.
Yes, they did. I don't know what they were thinking about, but 10 kids.
Yes. So what was
And
it
I come
like?
from a family of 8, so.
Oh, yeah, well,
Yes.
you know.
I know.
Yes.
You know, yeah.
Exactly, my friend.
So what is it like growing up in a family of 10?
Well, it was one thing is that, and Diane could agree with me on this, is that there's never a quiet moment. There's always something going on.
Yes.
If one brother ain't talking to you, the other one will.
Yes.
The one is mad. You got 9 others that's cool.
Yes,
you know?
yeah.
But it was just all. And the funny thing about our house, we just didn't have 10 kids in it. My dad was very big on helping youth and troubled kids and all. So we would always have other kids at the house. You know?
Wow.
And so it was just, the 10 became 12 and
Wow.
15 because everybody was always at our house. But it was fun.
So
I
you almost
enjoyed it.
messed it up the show. They said 8 was enough. but 10 wasn't even enough.
My
Yes,
mom,
yes.
believe it or not, I was looking at a thing that Shree had brought up on my wife Shree had brought up on the internet about, it was an interview that Marvin had did with my mom and dad. And my mama said she just wanted 2 kids at the beginning.
Get out.
And because she only had a sister, my dad was an only child.
Right.
They made up for all that.
They
Yes,
made up for
yes,
all that.
yes.
They made up for all that.
Yes.
It was
Wow.
never a dull moment.
Well, we sure we're happy they went past 2
yeah,
because
man, I am
because
too.
you were 3.
I was number 3.
And
yeah.
Marvin was
Marvin
4. Your
was
twin
4.
brother.
Yep, he
what
was
what was it
4.
like? Having a twin brother?
Well, people always ask about twins. It's something different about a twin. There's a connection there that you just don't have with your other siblings. I can feel certain things that he may be going through.
Wow.
And that stuff is really real, And so it's quite different. And we're so different, he and I.
Yes.
We're fraternal to the 10th power.
Wow.
Yes.
Because we don't do anything alike. He's more talkative than I am. And he's a preacher and
Wow.
he's never lost for words.
Yes.
And he loves that spotlight.
Yes.
We're totally different, but at
So
the
you're
same
more
time,
introspective.
Yeah. At the same time, I can feel even as we get older that he really needs me to be there with him. He'll call. I called him one time. He said, "Man, I really need you here with me."
Aww, I
said,
love that.
I'm here. I just won't be there.
Yes.
I'm here whenever you need me.
Yes, too,
But it's a different connection with a twin. Totally different connection.
Wow.
Wow. And so out with the 10 kids, it's 4, is it 4 girls?
3 girls.
3 girls.
My mom and dad had 7 boys in a row.
Wow.
They didn't think they would ever get a girl.
Oh my God.
And Cece was born, messed up everything because it was like she could do whatever she wanted.
Yes.
We watch the TV. I want to watch so and so.
Yeah.
Turn and let Cece. Come on, you kidding?
Yeah.
You don't want to watch that.
Yes.
So she got everything that she wanted. So they were so happy to get that girl. And then we had 2 more girls. They had 2 more girls after that, Angie and Debbie.
That's real perseverance then.
That
Oh,
is-
yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Go
yeah.
through 7.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
7 straight and then 3 girls
and
at the end.
Wow, that's unbelievable.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
so
pretty
this
cool.
this is not just the normal family. Obviously, it has
No.
10 kids, right?
No. I tell you a story. We were born, and this story blows my mind. But we were, my dad was only child. And back in the day when in church, if you got pregnant and wasn't married, that was taboo.
Right.
We all went to my great-grandfather's church. So my grandmother had gotten pregnant by one of the members there, Carvin. His name was Carvin Winans.
Right.
His dad was the pastor.
Right.
And so they had a council, and he said it wasn't his.
Right.
So he said, okay. So, of course, they didn't have DNA back then.
Right, that's right.
So when they came back together after she had the baby, they had another council meeting, and the baby looked just like Carvin.
Right.
And so his father told him in church, he said, I'm mighty afraid since you lied, you won't have another child when you do get married to whoever. And he never had another child. And so my grandmother didn't want to marry Carvin anyway.
Right.
So she raised my dad by herself, and his name was David Glenn. So we were all born Glens,
Okay.
not Winans.
Oh, right.
But we went to my great-grandfather's church, and so he saw all these his great-grandkids running around the church, but their last name was Glenn, it wasn't Winans. So he put my father aside one day and said, look, I know your father ain't never did nothing for you or whatever, but these are my grandkids. And if you change their name to honor your father, you'll see to be blessed.
Oh, wow.
The next day, my dad went and got all their names changed. And the rest was history.
Wow.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, so we were born Glenn's. Up until, I think, Cece was the first Winans born with the Winans. But we changed our name to Winans.
Wow.
Oh, like I'm speechless right now. That's amazing.
And so there are 7 kids born before you actually became the Winans.
Right.
And so now, when did you become the Winans, the first group of 4?
Well, we started singing as a group called the Testimonial Singers. Okay. And it was Ronald, Marvin, and myself, and then we had a young man by the name of Howard Smith, who sang with us.
Okay.
Now Howard went off one day to sing with Andre Crouch. On the I'll Be Thinking of You album. And he told Andre about this family in Detroit. He said, Andre, you got to hear these guys. You know, I've never heard anything like it. And so Andre came, and then when Howard left, my dad replaced him with Michael, my brother Michael. And so Andre came to town to do a thing at Michigan State, and he had us open up for him. And after he heard us, he gave us a contract.
Signed you right there.
Really?
But we didn't get into the studio till 2 years after we signed the contract.
Okay.
But Andre is the one, because we were searching for a name even after that. And Andre said, well, look, your last name is Winans, so call yourself the Winans.
Wow.
I said, well, there we go. And my dad was definitely pleased with that.
Right.
You know? And
so I don't mean to cut you off, but to backtrack just for a second, when you guys first started singing, was it your dad that put you guys together? Like, who formed the group? Who was it that formed
my dad and mom both, they taught us how to sing. And so my dad loved quartet music because that's all we were doing in the beginning, which I didn't like it after a while.
Right.
But then my mom kind of took over and started teaching us different gospel songs. So they taught us how to sing. And to, hearing, being able to blend and hearing other people while you're doing your harmony parts and all that kind of stuff. And so they were the ones that really got us started.
Right.
And then we kind of went off on our own and formed the group, the Testimonial Singers. And
how old would you have been?
Oh, we were teenagers, oh my goodness, 14, 15 years old. We did a lot of things. The Clark sisters, who we went to high school with, their mother, Maddie Moss Clark, had this thing for young people called the Midnight Musicals. And so the Clark sisters, the Winans.
Ooh, I bet that was something
actually, it was the Testimonial Singers at the time.
I bet that was something else.
Vanessa Bell Armstrong.
Oh my gosh.
All these people. We would sing at this Midnight Musical, and it was like, it was something else packed every night that we would do it. And,
so it wasn't Motown, it was more town. It was more there.
Exactly. It was more there, believe me.
Yeah.
It was definitely more than Motown there. And what's funny, I talked to Smokey about it. He said, and Smokey lived on a block ahead of us, in front of us, and I actually shoveled his walkway.
Wow.
And he told me, because I let him hear a little bit of the new album, he said, oh my God, if I knew all y'all was singing like this, I'd have came over there and signed the whole family to Motown.
Wow.
But yeah, it was more
amazing.
than Motown. Yeah.
And everybody doesn't know that you grew up in Detroit,
right?
Yeah.
Detroit, absolutely. Detroit is, phenomenal people in Detroit. Fred Hammond, you got all these people.
You have
in Detroit
a lot of people, a lot of amazing singers.
On the secular side and the gospel side, a lot of people came out of Detroit. Earl Klugh, you had Greg Fillingane, a bunch of people,
Wow. I know growing up, Andre Crouch, that was...
Oh, Andre, and I tell you, he put us on the map.
In our household, and then you guys came along and it was like, oh my God, who are these people? Like, it was unreal. Just the music was real music.
Yeah.
Just real, authentic music.
Yeah, my dad, I have to credit him and my mom with all of that, because they taught us the basics, and they taught us to first, and they taught us to trust God for everything. I remember when we started winning Grammys, my dad would keep us, level-headed, because he would tell us all the time, he said, I don't care how many Grammys you win, ain't nobody great but God, so don't be tripping.
And so we just kind of threw that, I remember, when the Grammys, so they don't know that you actually had Grammys yet, so how many Grammys did you have?
I've won 5.
Five Grammys, right?
It was a blessing to have 5 Grammys.
5 Grammys.
Wow.
And I think between all my brothers and sisters, it's like 30.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
So,
wow.
We've been able to
win 30 Grammys. So tell what was the first Grammy, and what song was it, or was it an album?
The first Grammy Actually, we were nominated for the Tomorrow album.
Okay,
Right?
yes.
My favorite.
The
of all
Tomorrow
time.
album.
Yes.
Yes.
But Marvin actually won the first Grammy.
Can you just sing that little to me?
Jesus said, "Here I stand. Would you please let me in?" And you said, "I will tomorrow." We did a little bit of that, and so Marvin, there was a song on that album called "Yeah and Nay."
Oh, hold on. Let me just.
You sing
Okay.
it.
You can go. You can go now. No. I just need to finish taking it all in.
right.
I hadn't digested it all yet. Okay, so continue.
But yeah and Nay. So Marvin was nominated for best.
Bringing back the days of
best,
Yeah and Nay.
Yeah, the best solo performance.
Okay. Yes.
And he won for Yeah and Nay. So we jumped up, we were screaming, and said, "Oh my God, Marvin won the Grammy."
Yeah.
The next category was Best Gospel Album, which was Tomorrow.
Wow.
And he was sitting in the shadows of the stage, and they called the Winans, and man, we just went off.
Yeah.
We just went off. It was incredible. And so we went up there and got the award. But that was our first.
Every song on that album.
Every
Yeah, that was-
single
that was good
song
album.
on that
that was
album.
good
To this
album.
day,
They were
it's
all,
amazing.
but that every song, and
Not
that's
my
what's
favorite
amazing.
album, but it was
Okay.
it was good.
Wow.
Album.
Yes.
And you
What's
have
your
3
favorite?
gold records as well.
We have we have a gold record for the Winans, and I have a
Right.
gold record from the Make It Like It Was.
That's right.
But my favorite album was the Winans' Heart and Soul.
Okay.
Oh man, I love doing that album.
Yes.
Because we had a chance to work with George Duke, who was just phenomenal.
Yes.
And just a great guy. And the songs on that record, to me, were really, really good. Count It All Joy. And,
Yes.
Yeah, it was good.
Yes. That's
Now,
right.
can you
Count
tell
it
us?
all.
I know that you guys have worked with so many phenomenal people. Whitney Houston,
Yeah.
Stevie Wonder, like Regina Bell, like the list goes on and on. Like, can you just throw out a few names? Some of the people that
You know,
you've worked with?
those, Stevie and then Michael McDonald, Gladys Knight. We worked with so many different people on our TV show. Gladys Knight,
Yes, love it.
Weird Al Yankovic.
Oh, really?
yes,
He was on the
Weird Al.
Winans TV special,
Yes.
acting like he was a lost Winans.
Okay. Yes.
Sinbad was on the special.
Oh my
my
goodness.
Worked with
Yes.
Sherman Hemsley, who's gone now.
Yes.
And but musically, the person that I always tell people that, and all those people are great.
Yes.
Steve and I love all those Kenny G and all those people. But the only one I felt I was around was superstar was when we did Man in the Mirror with Michael Jackson. We did the background on that.
Wow.
And that was just
Wow.
that was a treat.
Wow.
Wow.
That was a treat to work with him.
Yes.
And you
Quincy
guys
all
did
that.
Man in
Yes.
the Mirror with him.
Yeah, we did background. It was so funny because we
Right.
were doing it, and we were in a room probably just like this, and we started singing in the background. Marvin had to be a piano, and not Stevie, but Michael and Quincy was standing there. So we kind of telling us how the song went, right? So we started doing some background stuff, and so Quincy would whisper to Michael, and then Michael would whisper to Quincy, and then Quincy would say, "Okay, Michael wants you guys to do this on that part, do this." So we do it, The next thing you know, Michael's whispering again to Quincy.
Right.
And Quincy telling us what Michael
Right.
said, so we do it again. So the third time he did it, Marvin said, "Michael, come on, we right here. Just
Yes.
tell us what you want."
Yes.
And that kind of broke the ice.
Right.
Mike, okay, and then he just really got warm. He said,
Right.
"You guys really remind me of my family because there are a lot of people in my family sing," and he said he had a lot of respect for us, a lot of respect for us. So
That's beautiful.
that was, he was the only person I felt like, man, this guy really is a superstar. He's just got it all.
Wow.
He had that thing about him.
Yeah. The it factor.
Oh, he had it.
Yeah.
He had the it
That's
factor.
it. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, he was cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Certainly no disrespect to Stevie.
Oh, no,
and,
Stevie. Oh,
yeah,
no
so,
disrespect to none of them.
And
Yeah,
all those.
Because all these guys are
Yes,
phenomenal. But he was like,
Yes.
oh,
It was just.
That's
there,
awesome.
Yeah. There are people who do that to you.
Oh, yeah.
Don't, isn't it? Yeah. I can relate to
Now,
that.
don't get me wrong, Stevie does that to you
listen,
too.
Listen,
I've been knowing Stevie for so long.
I can relate to that right now.
Man, get out of here, buddy.
I'm telling you guys, my husband, he has a man crush on you. Just so you know, let's just get past that.
I have one on him too.
He's got a man
Because
crush.
he's the most incredible person I've ever met. And I tell people that all the time.
He's got a man crush, but that's okay. I'm good with that. Because it's you. I'm good with that. I don't mind.
Yes, Jesus said, I am here. Oh my goodness.
Oh, man. But so, Carvin, you guys were together and just on top for so many years.
Yeah.
Like you and your brothers. But I know that you guys had a sibling that passed away.
Yeah.
Can we talk about that just for a little bit? Just if you don't mind sharing a little bit with that.
Because we were in the business a long time together, 30-some years, you know, recording and doing TV specials,
Right.
Christmas specials, and traveling the world. So Ronald got sick, and that was really very, you know, it was dramatic for us because it was nobody in our family had ever really been sick, you know, especially the kids, right?
Right.
And so when that happened, it was like, man, you gotta be kidding me, man. I remember when I first got the news that he was in the hospital, I called him. And I said, what's wrong? You know, I was at the barbershop getting my hair cut. And he said, well, just, you know, just come and say. I said, well, I'll be there. He was in Ann Arbor. We were in Detroit. And so when I hung up at the barbershop, I just started crying. It's like, my brother's in the hospital. This is all serious, you know. So went up there to see him, and at that point, the doctor was saying that they didn't even want to operate. He was just going to die, get everybody together, say, you know, their goodbyes and all that. So, long story short, it was a miracle. You know, the doctor didn't want to operate, ended up operating, and Ronald actually had died on the table during the operation. The doctor came out to explain what the situation was, and my dad, before he went back, my dad asked to pray for his hands. And the doctor said, yeah. So we prayed for his hands. And when the doctor came back out, after about 6 more hours, he said, I don't know who y'all was praying to, but, you know, he lived. Wow. So,
That's powerful.
so he lived. They said he wouldn't sing again, travel, none of that, but he did all of that.
Wow.
8 years.
Wow.
Wow.
So then when he finally passed, I was like, man, you know, I don't want to sing no more. Because he was such a big part of the Winans. We knew then the Winans being what it was never going to be that again, you know, without Ronald.
Right.
And so I kind of just
He had
gave
that
up.
tremendous
Yeah.
presence.
Oh man, he was what
He
we
was
call our
phenomenal.
gospel singer.
Yes,
He could sing that gospel.
Yes, he could.
And
Yes.
he had that presence on stage, you know, that big presence. And so
Yeah.
when I moved here, and Sheree and I got married, and Marvin had called me because BB wanted the three of us to do a record.
Right.
And I really didn't want to do it. And so Sheree and Marvin talked me into doing it. And
Right.
so I said, okay, because I really didn't want to sing
Didn't
no
wanna
more after
sing
that.
anymore.
I just didn't.
Wow.
And so that kind of got me back into the studio and kind of feeling, I said, man, you know, if you got a gift, you got to use it. You can't just continue to sit on it.
That's right.
And because God didn't give it to you for you to sit on, you know.
That's right.
So it kind of got me back in the studio, and so I was glad about that, you know. But yeah, when Ronald left, I didn't want to do it no more.
Wow. I can relate,
Yeah,
you know.
because being on stage and not seeing him was like, whoa, you know.
And for so many years, right?
For so many
Yeah.
years, you know. So,
Wow.
but yeah.
Wow. Yeah, we have a lot in common because big family.
Yeah.
You lost a sibling, I lost a sibling.
Yeah,
young.
that's tough.
So it's tough.
It's really tough.
It changes the entire dynamics
It really
of the
does.
family, right?
It really,
Yeah,
really
it
does.
does.
People don't understand
Yeah,
that. But the thing about it, God will get you through it.
Absolutely.
You never will forget it.
That's
because
right.
It just won't be the same.
Yeah, that's right.
But
Yeah.
what I tell people when they lose a loved one is that if anybody can get you through it, God can get you through it.
Amen to that.
Period. He'll get you
Amen
through
to
it.
that.
And so, yeah, he got us through it. It was tough for all of us. All of us. Especially Marvin, Michael, and myself. Because he was our business partner. He was
Right.
our, you know,
That's right.
our member, you know. Not just a brother, but a member of this group. And one that without him, it wouldn't have been.
Right.
You know, because Ronald had such a strong presence in the group. You know. So,
Wow. It's powerful.
So you've told us about your twin, Marvin.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And you've told us about Ronald, but we haven't heard about Michael yet.
Michael, you know, Michael was very quiet. Michael was very quiet.
He seems that.
Yeah, he was very
yes.
quiet. And on the road, because Marvin and Ronald were really tight.
Yes.
Okay.
And me and Michael were really tight.
Okay.
So again, I told you earlier that me and Marvin wasn't nothing alike.
Yes.
We were just
That
twins.
connection,
That's
but
all. We
that's
were
it.
just
That was
twins.
it. That was it.
You had to,
But Michael, he kind of ran with me a lot, you know, and when we had a day off when we were touring, we would maybe go to the movies or something, you know. But he would always want to hang out with me and go to dinner or whatever. But Michael was quiet. And his part, to me in the group, to me, the four of us, without the four of us, it would not have been the Winans. Now, Michael
Right.
didn't play a major part in leading songs or writing, but his presence still made us what we were,
Right.
you know. And so he would write, and I would help him with some of his writing and stuff, and you know, to get him more out there.
Right.
But he was pretty shy.
Yes.
And even the song Tomorrow, I was supposed to sing it by myself.
Right.
But I felt, you know, look, I said, well, look, Michael, you do the front part. And then I'll come in with the falsetto, then
Right.
you come back,
Right.
and I'll come in with a hard natural and just take it the rest of the way out. But it fit him. It did fit him, the part that
Yes.
we gave him. So yeah, he played a major part.
Wow.
But everybody had their own, because I couldn't be Marvin. Marvin was just out front.
Yes.
He was
Right.
just the,
Yes.
the out front guy. He
Yes.
could,
He was,
he could
yes.
talk, he could sing, he could
All
do
that.
everything.
Yes, all
Yes.
that.
And so, but I couldn't be Ronald, and Marvin couldn't be Ronald, because Ronald had that gospel
Right.
sound.
That's it.
You know,
That's it.
and then Marvin couldn't do falsetto, so
You
forget
know,
that.
that's it.
Right.
That's
So
it.
he couldn't be me.
Yes.
Right.
And we couldn't be Michael. Everybody had their
All
own
of you
part.
had
you
your
know?
own.
I remember one time when You Cry was out, and that had a lot of falsetto in it. And it was getting a lot of airplay, so we were on stage, and Marvin started playing it, and then he started singing it. I said, well, like, what is he doing?
Yes.
You know? But nobody responded. He started singing. He said, I know y'all want to hear Carvin sing. I said, yeah, they want to hear me. They want to hear you sing. You ain't on that record. Doing the background. So, yeah, it was funny.
That's good. That's good. Only brothers, right?
Yeah, only
Yes,
brothers.
yes,
Yeah. Only brothers could get away
That's
with
right,
some of the
that's
stuff we
right,
got
yes.
away with.
Oh my goodness. Now, speaking of only brothers and having the Winans group, were there any moments where you guys just had your moments? Like,
Oh
you know,
yeah, I quit that group so many times. I quit the Winans so many times. One time was doing the Tomorrow record.
Oh,
my
really?
God.
Man,
Oh.
I was doing. I was supposed to have 2 songs on this record. I told you it was
Right.
hard to get a
Yes,
song. Right.
yes.
I was supposed to have 2 songs. Bill Maxwell was producing.
Yes.
And somehow, and I didn't know they had did this. Ronald and Marvin had talked him out of doing my other song.
Right.
And so I was like, Bill, what are you doing? I said, what y'all doing? I'm supposed to have 2 songs. No, we voted that this song should be. I said, okay. All right then. Well, y'all do the record by yourself.
Oh no.
Went.
Yes.
So I called my grandmother.
Yes. Yes.
My dad's mom, I called my grandmother and said, Grandma, and I was crying because I was just hurt.
Oh,
I
my
said,
goodness.
why would they do that? And so she said, well, what you gonna do? I said, Grandma, I'm coming home. Because they can't do this record without me. She said, I know. She said, but 2 wrongs don't make a right.
Right.
Okay.
So this what
yes.
you gonna do? I said, but Grandma, no, Grandma, nothing. This what you gonna do. You gonna stay there and you gonna sing your best.
Right.
Wow.
And the one song you got, God will make that the hit.
Wow.
I said, but Grandma, no, you can't. You
Wow.
gotta do this right. And man,
And
I
sure
sang that,
enough.
and I sang my brains out because I had to do a lot of the background.
Yes.
Because I love background. I love it to be tight. So they couldn't do background without me. They couldn't do a lot of stuff. So when my grandmother told me that's all right, you're right, 2 wrongs don't make. So I went in there. I was mad, but I sang that whole record. And I did everything. And when that record came out,
Wow.
they said
oh,
yay and nay
Yes,
and
yes.
tomorrow as a
Tomorrow.
test to the radio station.
Yes.
And they had a contest. And we were in L.A. getting ready to play Disneyland.
Okay.
And the night before, I called them, and my mom said that, I said, who won the contest? She said, tomorrow. I said, oh. So
Yeah.
on the phone. I mean, at the time, me and Marvin, we were sharing rooms. You know? We hadn't gotten big enough to have our own room.
Right. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Marvin had a sharing room. So I said, you want to know who won the contest? He said, probably tomorrow. I said, yeah, you probably right. I said, it won by a landslide. And so when the album came out, he was like, man, I can't believe it. I got 9 songs on this record, and the one you got is the hit.
Yes.
And then I thought about what my grandma said.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
said,
beautiful,
wow.
man.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, listen, I'm going to learn to listen. You know?
Yes. Yeah.
So, yeah.
No, man, grandmother was special. I have
Yeah.
you know though, all wouldn't have been lost though. right? Because if you'd have quit, I'd have came to find you to make sure you came back.
Man, I quit the group so many times, man. I tell you this, but only family. Only family get away with stuff.
That's
you know?
right.
But, wow,
That's right.
wow! But it's amazing. It's amazing to see what your grandfather spoke into your family, what your grandmother spoke into your family, and then what your dad
And what
spoke
your dad,
into.
absolutely.
So that's amazing to get.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But
What a legacy.
Just, and I tell people all the time, just simple obedience. Because if my dad hadn't did what his
That's
grandfather
right,
asked him,
absolutely.
I don't believe we'd be here today. I really don't. But through his obedience and honoring his dad, who had done nothing for him,
The Bible says, honor your mother.
it don't
and
matter.
your father,
You know,
and
you got
your days will be long upon
That's
the
right.
land.
And he had to end up taking care of his dad.
Yeah.
You know, and my mom was in the same situation with her dad. But and I watched them, and they still honored their parents. No matter what, they still honored their parents.
That's right.
And I believe that's how the Winans really got blessed by him being obedient to what his grandfather asked him to do.
Wow.
You know?
That's beautiful.
So much more to talk about, and we're going to end this session.
Perfect ending, yes.
But we're going to have you back for part 2 because we've got to hear more. We've got to hear what's happening today. So don't say anything right now. But let's talk about that.
All right.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right, well, we just want to thank you. Thank you for
thank you,
being
guys.
here in the sweet spot with us, man. I'm telling you, you've made our day. You've made our year, next year, year after that, because my husband, I don't know. I tell you.
I'm good.
I tell you, Carmen, I don't know. But anyway, thank you to our listeners for tuning in to the
That's
sweet
where I'm
spot.
sitting right now. Right
Yes,
now.
in the sweet spot.
Feel it.
Okay, we're going to take them out.
right,
We're going to take them out, man. It's okay. You're good. You're good. Thank you for tuning in. Please join us for our second episode with Mr. Carvin. We're going to have him back. But thank you, and until next time, please stay in your sweet spot.
God's got you.